well, no problem. I am an elf, and I'm fit. What now? I'll get the book out of MacGuffin's secret cellar and take it to the Archmage. No, they were all gone when I got there. They collected the cage and were off. Now it's up to us to get the book. Of course I don't have to, but, well, what else am I going to do? It appears to be very important. And even if it isn't important, those shady fellows want to have that book. It's better that we get it out of the cellar before they get their grubby mitts on it. Then don't help me. Why don't you just fly home? Just don't tell my parents anything. Ungrateful feathered fowl.
Nej, jeg mener det var en gravstein som du måtte se på.
Gravstein?
Ja, borte i hjørnet der. Der, ja.
Look at the undergrowth.
There's a stone in the undergrowth. There's something written on it, but I can't see what it is. That could be a little gravestone. I can't remove the undergrowth with my bare hands. It's very dense and has thorns.
Ja.
Det er ikke noe i brønnen eller noe sånt.
The groundwater is only a few meters down in this region. Presumably the well isn't very deep.
Let's jump
The
inside.
well rope is fastened to the windlass. Doesn't look particularly strong. A large brick fireplace. The fire grates on the outside, not inside the house. That's a bit unusual, but it does make sense if the professor doesn't wish to have an open fire inside.
Yeah.
An upturned flower pot made of clay. There's a stone under it. That could be a firestone. That's coming with me. Presumably the professor wanted to prevent the stone getting wet.
A firestone?
Ja, sånn steiner som du, hva det heter på norsk? Flintstein?
Mulig.
Sånn stein som starter ild med.
The back of the fireplace. When MacGuffin wanted to heat his food up, he just needed to put it into one of those little stoves. A small old-fashioned shield. The inside is highly polished.
Probably useful.
Bøkene der tror jeg kanskje det er litt ting.
Books, books, and more books. Most are ancient tomes. They appear to be written in just about every language.
Tenkte mer på den som lå åpen der, ja.
Den?
A large handwritten book. It looks like it's been used a lot.
Read it.
It's the Gremlin's diary. Perhaps I'll find some hints about the cellar. Let's take a closer look. Who would have ever thought that it would fall to someone like me, an old archaeologist, to stop this madness? And I didn't find the key to it on one of my expeditions, not in dark dungeons or in fiery mountains. Oh no, I discovered the answer in an old book. He must mean the book that was hidden in the cellar, in which the information about the artifact's whereabouts is written. The notes end mid-sentence. I wonder why I haven't heard anything from Archmage Alistair yet. I sent Beetle out with a message for him yesterday morning. I hope nothing has... That was the last entry. There are others before it.
Jeg tror det er noe i den lille kista.
A little wooden box. Doesn't look like an antique or anything particularly valuable. It has beautiful workmanship though.
Open it.
It's locked.
Ja.
Don't open it.
A
Hva med
strange
den
stone
bagen med
head.
sine...
It's been roughly
Well.
hewn but has a few
Yeah.
fine embellishments. I think these are all the things that the professor uses on his digs. A brush, a little shovel, a sieve. I'll
Sieve.
take the sieve. The rest looks pretty useless.
Se oppi der. Den store boksen.
Ja, her.
Ja.
A stone casket placed in a wooden box. The box looks very cheap. It could be one of those storage containers. The stone chest is decorated with 2 angels and has writing on it too. I can't read it. What's likely to happen, eh? Sand. Is it me? Or has it just got much warmer in here? The chest is filled to the brim with fine sand. I haven't got a clue what else might be in there. I can hardly sift my way through the sand with my hand. The chest is filled to the brim with fine sand.
Yeah.
There is something in there. A little brass key.
Yay. Sikkert passer til den.
Sikkert.
Let's see. There's a bit of paper in the box. The paper's densely covered with writing. Deus ex machina. The ghost in the machine is the heading. There's also a drawing of a stone figure. At its feet is a vessel containing liquid. Let's take a look. The ghost in the machine is wise to all the secrets of this house. That's what's written here. Blah blah. Pour the fuel into the bowl at the foot of the machine to awaken the ghost. Fuel? Ah, here. Grind the beans and tip the powder into boiling water, then pour the mixture into the bowl. We've already had that bit. You'll get the beans from the machine. Strange. A machine that's meant to be familiar with all the secrets of the house.
I didn't understand any of that.
Det er kaffe, tror jeg. Men jeg tror du må komme deg ned I kjelleren først. Men for å komme deg ned I kjelleren, så må du ha en nøkkel.
It looks old.
En kopp. Kan du... Nei. Det ikke noe I skapet der og sånn, jeg vet liksom...
Typical bachelor. Everything in a mess. Plates, pots, cups, covered with a sticky mixture of dust and fat. Dead flies. Oh, yuck. Looks like a very ancient sarcophagus. Oh, strange. There are hinges on it, just like a door.
Det er noen inni der.
Shame. Just a stinky mummy. What have we here?
What are you doing, Mortimer?
What the... Did you just speak? You speak?
Me? No.
Well, yes you do, quite obviously.
What is obvious?
That you can and do speak.
But of course.
But you just said that you didn't.
Why are you being so strange, Mortimer?
I'm not Mortimer.
Where is Mortimer?
You mean MacGuffin, the gremlin archaeologist who lives here, yes?
What?
Mortimer.
Yes?
You're called Mortimer?
No, of course not.
I think we're finished with this conversation.
I think you are slowly losing your marbles, Mortimer.
Presumably the sarcophagus lacks oxygen.
Ja.
Det
Men jeg mener kanskje det var noe mer med den ovnen ute. I'm not sure. Det ikke noe som gjemt der eller noe sånt. Eller kanskje den I brønnen. Får du sjekka I brønnen?
Kan se på tauet igjen, det eneste.
The well rope is fastened to the
Men
windlass.
prøv på håndtaket
Doesn't
da.
look particularly strong.
Use the crank handle. Den så det ikke engang.
That was suspiciously easy.
Nei.
The rope is broken and the bucket's probably at the bottom of the well where it's of no use to anyone.
Men du kunne ikke ta... Nei.
Without
Den
a bucket or
åpne-
something, I'm not going to be able to bring up any water.
Den åpne potta som ligger oppe på veien der, du kan ikke bruke den.
Nope.
Tenn på ved I ovnen her da.
An
Sånn det
old
gjør det.
watering can made out of metal. It's small even by gremlin
Jeg har brukt den.
standards.
Jeg tror du trenger vann til kaffen.
That should hold. Let's give it a whirl. It worked. This means that I have a gremlin watering can full of water.
Vi
Yeah.
prøver å tenne på I ovnen.
A pile of logs. There is no way that MacGuffin will get through the winter with such a small amount, not even autumn.
Ja.
3 should be enough. Once they get going, they'll burn for a few hours. I can't set fire to logs just with a firestone. I need something that lights easily to get the fire started properly.
Vannet? Nei, papir kanskje.
I
Vannet
wonder
tror jeg ikke
what
hadde
sort of
hjulpet.
machine is being talked about here. The paper indicates some kind of stone figure. All the rest is absolutely of no use to me at all without the machine.
Mm. I don't...
Jeg husker hvordan det kommer ned.
Its clothing has been nibbled by mice, but the hat has something about it. Why is that scarecrow not scaring you? Yes, certainly. And how? Normally you're the first to take flight.
Mm.
Do you have any idea which
Interessant
artifact could be so
samtale.
powerful that it could make someone into the ruler of the world? No, that's been lost to the depths of the ocean. No, that's been thrown back into the same fire that was used to forge it. No, I haven't got a clue. It must be something that no one bargained for. Something that no one has ever looked for. It'll be in the Gremlins book. If only I had it already. Good luck, little one, and don't get up to any mischief.
Det var... Vi trenger en nøkkel, tror jeg. Jeg husker ikke hva det var.
A swinging metal frame. You can hang pots or something of that sort onto it and then swing it over the fire.
Stone discs.
I'd say this is a pretty basic millstone. Grain is tipped
Der
into the
dere
hole
må
above, and you then
ta
turn
de
the upper
bønnene.
stone. The flour
Jeg har
then
ikke funnet
comes
noen
out of
bønner
the
heller,
sand.
men...
Nei, men jeg tror den maskinen nede.
Ja.
Men vi må først komme oss dit. Se på den kukubørden. Ja, det noen kukubørd? Det bare et vindu? Se oppi der.
A wooden tub, about half full of water. Oh, great. This has the professor's washing floating around in it. White shirts, grey socks, red underpants.
Ja.
Du må huske på at den har røde truser etterpå, tror jeg. Men der var det vel sånn der verktøytegn når du holdt på siden der.
Filled with texts in many different foreign languages. Adonation Western,
På andre siden av
Quenya
her.
and Sindarin. And technical
Lenger opp.
drawings in Kuzdal.
Lenger opp. Var det ikke noe der et sted? Lenger ned. Rundt. Nei, det var bare forstørrelsesskap. Du ser det.
Boka er det eneste.
Ja,
Take the documents.
kanskje jeg kan finne på de.
Ja, sikkert.
Men ja,
Unimaginably valuable documents. Ja, de skal definitivt kastes I ovnen og tennes på. Ellers hadde de ikke het det.
se på den som stod der. Stone.
Perhaps a memento from one of the professor's expeditions.
Nå har jeg sett på den en gang.
Ja, lenger ned. Hva var den? Nei, det var ikke noe. Du ser den boksen som står ved siden av der vi leter gjennom sånn.
Wait, there is something else.
Mm.
There's a six-sided flat stone
Ja.
hidden under the paper.
Den er
It
det vi
has
trenger.
something a bit like a knob on the top of it.
Det er nøkkelen. Du trenger den for å åpne den, eller den ja. Ja, det der er den maskinen som man snakker om.
Let's see. Fits perfectly. I wonder if I... How pretty. Ooh, this must be the ominous machine which is reputed to have a ghost living in it. The vessel at its base must be for fuel. The statue has small holes in its nose, and it appears that the mouth could be opened. Hello, you in there, ghost? Give me beans for your draft. Oh, mighty ghost in the machine, give me the beans for your delicious, godly draft. Let's look at it this way. If you don't give me the beans, then I won't be able to prepare your stupid draft, and that won't be of any use to anyone. Why the wait? The vessel's a few centimeters deep and empty. There are some brown stains on the bottom.
Yeah.
Da vet du vel hva du må gjøre.
Do I really? Grind the beans?
Ja.
It works. The beans are being ground to powder. That's it.
Men det der... Prøv det nå.
The unimaginably valuable documents.
They'll burn well. They're dry as bone. I'll give it a go. What?
Så må du koke vannet.
A crackling fire burns in the hearth. Oh, how nice.
Hvorfor var jeg så veldig overrasket over at det fungerte?
I
The
don't
watering
know.
can with the cold well water is hanging on the metal arm.
Ja. Men her skal jeg bare putte det opp i...
Jeg vet ikke, kanskje. Bare trykk på her. Nei. Trykk på den, gjør sånn da.
Let's see.
Kanskje bare må helle i vann, og så bare putte det opp i vannet etterpå.
The water's boiling. A watering can full of hot water.
Nå kan du sikkert blande.
Very well. The water's turning brown. And it smells
Wonder why.
lovely. That's the fuel for the machine sorted.
Jeg vet ikke liker kaffe.
And woe betide if this whole effort's in vain. Hello? You there, ghost. I have to find the secret cellar. Will you help me?
That's a weird ghost. Ta-da!
A clever mechanism.
Yes.
So this is the legendary secret cellar.
Is it legendary?
Jeg tror kanskje du må gå opp.
The cellar continues on behind these bars. I can't see anything, but I bet that the book's in
Go
there
up.
somewhere.
Gå opp
Jeg vil
igjen.
ha den først.
Guess even a secret cellar is in the end just a cellar, and all cellars have gardening tools such as these gardening shears. As long as I'm not expected to do the gardening now.
Yes, you are. A little bit.
Jeg tror du må gå ut. Og så tror jeg du må åpne det vinduet overfor døra.
Det?
Ja.
Strange. Someone's fitted a wooden shutter in front of the little window. Looks like the shutter can be opened. It's pretty high
Kanskje
up.
du må ha den pinnen som var nede. Gå ned og ta med den først.
Først vil jeg...
Erki.
I don't believe it. Now I've ended up doing the gardening.
Told you.
It is indeed a gravestone. A little gravestone made of granite that's got Kinski inscribed on it.
Ok. Kinski.
Du må overtale den mummien til at du kjenner den personen som bor der eller noe sånt, tror jeg. Og da må du svare riktig på hva katten het eller noe sånt, og hvilken farge det er på trusa, eller jeg vet ikke. Et eller annet sånt. Hvis du tar den pinnen som står der. Den der, ja.
The wooden
Staff,
staff.
approximately 2 meters long with a top made of bronze. Looks like something's missing there. This picture seems to indicate that a ruby belongs in there.
Ruby.
Ja. Og så går du opp, og så åpner du vinduet med den der, tror jeg. Skal ikke jeg forklare deg alt, men det kan hende jeg tar feil om, men jeg har ikke kommet så mye lenger enn det der.
The window's open. The last rays of sunlight can enter the house.
Så går du inn. Ja, og så tar du og så legger den tallerken, den blanke skjoldet, eller hva det heter.
Perfect. The shield's reflecting the light beam down into the cellar. The light beam is reflected by the little figure's mirror, but it's simply shining onto the floor.
Jeg tror kanskje du skal flytte på den eller noe sånt.
The light beam is reflected.
Putt staven i det hullet på bakken.
Der.
Ja. Kanskje kan vri på den. Nei, tape. Lukket åpning, kanskje.
A small circular opening in the ground. It's decorated with an ancient script, just like the picture on the wall. A picture on a stone slab. It depicts a man in a robe with a staff in his hand. A jewel is glinting in the headpiece of the staff. Some sort of light beam shining on it.
Jeg husker ikke. Gå på og snakk med mummien. Kanskje han vet noe.
There are 3 carved figures by the bars. Each one of them has a different precious stone. This one here has a blue sapphire in its head.
Du kan sikkert ta den eller noe. Jeg vet ikke.
Jeg husker ikke.
Mortimer.
Han tror hun er Mortimer.
Yoo-hoo!
I will say this one more time. I'm not Mortimer.
Of course not. If you say so.
Mortimer has been kidnapped, and I wanted to rescue him. I guess...
That's terrible. You'll have to hide.
Me? Why?
They want to kidnap you.
That's already happened. Mortimer, it's Mortimer. Mortimer has already been kidnapped.
But that's impossible. Who is talking to me at night, then?
Mortimer is your friend, is he not? Did he, excavate you?
You could say that. I was lying in the dark for quite some time. Then the lid opened, and Mortimer was there. I've been with him ever since.
Well, as things look right now, Mortimer's not going to be here to chat for some time.
We do not chat. We discuss, we deliberate, we debate, we chat. But we would never go skiing.
Huh?
Why? Do you really want to go skiing?
I don't want to go skiing.
What is skiing?
No idea. Did you have an accident in a bandage factory?
No, I'm a mummy.
Don't mummies have their brains pulled out via their noses during the mummification process?
I don't think so.
I do. How exactly do the iron bars in the cellar open? Hey, I'm talking to you.
You? You can speak?
You know what? Forget it. I'll work it out for myself. I'd rather search through every nook and cranny of this house than inflict any more of these conversations upon my elven ears.
You? You can speak?
I know you've never been down there, but there was a staff in the cellar, and there's a precious stone that belongs on the top of it, a ruby. Do you know where it is?
But of course, Mortimer. You asked me to hide it for you. Don't you remember?
I must have forgotten about that.
Oh, what would you do without me?
Could you please just give it to me? I just need it for a second.
What?
The jewel. And before you ask, I mean the stone that you put somewhere safe for me. And please don't tell me that you've forgotten.
How could I forget that? You said it was very important that no one found the stone.
Oh, okay. Now please can I have it back?
Why would I give a complete and utter stranger Mortimer's stone?
I'm a friend of Mortimer. He's sent me to fetch something out of the cellar.
I have never seen you here before, and I never forget a face.
Please, it's urgent.
I do not know whether I can trust you. I would only give a really good friend of Mortimer's the jewel.
That's me. I saved his life. Well, maybe.
Really? If you are truly a good friend of Mortimer, then you will be able to give me the answer to the following question. What color is his underwear?
Red.
It is red.
He mostly wears red underwear.
That's right. Red silk underwear. But I'm still not quite satisfied. So, what is his cat's name?
Kinski, var det?
His
Yeah.
cat died some while ago. Her gravestone's outside. Her name was Kinski.
It was a tomcat. The poor thing was always so happy playing with my bandages.
Yes, very sad, very sad. But hopefully this proves that I am a good friend of old Mortimer, does it not?
You have only answered one of my questions.
2?
Oh,
You asked me about his underwear.
but why would his underwear be of any interest to me?
Oh, come on, don't change the subject. Are you going to give me that jewel now?
No, not yet. I have one last question. What did Count Grunschfeld or Pieperbock say to his adjutant Henninger shortly before the Battle of Budleberg?
Huh?
Wrong.
No, I just don't understand what you're talking about.
I am a trifle unsure about this too. It is a bit like a coded question.
And do you know the answer?
Of course. Mortimer told me.
And you haven't forgotten it?
What?
No. So, what is the answer?
Noe sier meg at vi ikke vet.
Vi må bare ta noe.
234, of course.
How? What?
234. I know all about that. Mortimer told me many times.
234 what?
How can anyone who is a good friend of Mortimer not know that?
But how? What?
234. Mortimer never told you that?
Well, yes. 234?
So it turns out that you aren't such a good friend after all then. If you don't even know anything about the 234.
Oh, that! You mean that 234?
Yes,
Of
exactly.
course.
With that thingy?
Precisely. I see that you are a good friend of old Mortimer's after all.
Of course.
Splendid. Now that you've proven that, can you give me the jewel?
At last.
Lovely.
Ja.
Many thanks.
You're welcome.
Maybe. Ja. Kan jeg sette den på uten å tullevis?
Fits perfectly.
Yay. Men
Look at the mural, kanskje?
gjorde det da?
A picture on a stone slab. A jewel is...
How to...
There are strange marks on the figure's pedestal. Looks like the figure may have been turned.
Ja.
I've got to try and turn it back to its original position.
Do that.
That looks like it might have worked.
The path is This must be the secret book. Oh, it's been written by hand and there are several pictures. There are a few words written in orange ink. That doesn't exist, does it? The artifact of divine fate. This is serious. I should get this book to the Archmage as quick as I can. As long as I don't bump into the sorcerer or his troll, I should manage to make Seastone by midday tomorrow. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Ah! Ah!
What?
Hmm.